Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for US market indices. We'll start off with S&P 500, then go through NASDAQ, Dow Jones and Russell 2000. Let's get started. So, starting from a low time frame this time, we're not going to go through everything as I updated this yesterday. So if you want to be seeing the higher time frame stuff, you can check that video. Now this is the least bullish expectations we have for S&P 500. We would have a 1, 2, 3, currently making the possible 4 and then going up, looking for the 5th here. Now we are still on 1 hour, so we could be looking at this even more bullishly, and there is this scenario. Disregard this as this is just another count where we would have again an AB and this would be the C wave, but let's just keep looking at this impulsive structure here. This is way more bullish here than the previous count I showed you. Compare this where we had a 1, 2 and this would be 3. In this case we would have just 1, 2, 3 would be coming after 2 more tops and then we would be at the same point. So this is way more bullish. We have 2 different sub degrees here, so either of these can be playing out. Now we did get a nice reset already here on RSI, but is that enough? We did correct something here, obviously we can see. We broke through that. We did some kind of consolidation here now, and we could be taking another leg downwards. We did not get to the 0.382 here, which is expected for the wave 4, and we did not get to the wave 3's wave 4 area. So this is where we have a lot of confluence as well here, where we would be expecting wave 4 to go to. So to me, we could still be in this kind of situation. But I wouldn't be too surprised either that this would start to go up again. I have my longs all the way down from these lows, so I'm not really worried. The only place where I would be worried is where I have this alert around 4036 below these previous wave 3 lows, and that is where I would be looking at, is there a possibility that we have actually topped here something. But again, this is really high on RSI. I would be looking for at least one more high as per this case, or this count here, just because we need that divergence here to end this structure here. That is basically all on S&P 500. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. We're pretty much on the same scenarios here. We have a possible 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 ending a 3rd. Again, high on RSI, we would be looking for at least one more high here on NASDAQ to get us a divergence that would allow us to end this structure. Same exact scenario here, where we would have the 0.5 around the last 3 and 4 of the 3rd waves. So that is going to be the target, unless we are just going to be exploding up. I'm not sure if this is how impulsive this structure is. It is really choppy to me. This looks like a 3-way structure to me, so we could be expecting downwards movement. It could be interpreted as a 5-way structure as well, as I don't think these are overlapping. Yeah, there's no overlap with this possible 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, but again it does not have the right look, right? See, we have 1.618 all the way up here, so expectations for the 3rd wave is really not down here, it would be all the way up here. So in this case I would be thinking that this structure here is some kind of connecting structure for this first leg here, coming down here, and then we are continuing a bit downwards. So that is pretty much all on NASDAQ. We still have this on 5 minutes at least, this trend line here coming down on RSI, which would be interesting. I'm going to set an alarm there. Whoa, that description is some real weird stuff. This is just RSI 5 min broke. Okay, I think that's enough. Then the Dow Jones, let's take a look at this one. 1 hour again. Now, I've labeled this as two different possibilities here. Local bear is where we have an ABC. It is already getting extended. 1.618 is where we are expecting a third wave to end. We're really close to it. Just don't have the subwave structure here yet. But again, if we are getting up here for the wave C, or so-called wave C here, it is actually more likely to be a bullish scenario, which is this one here. Again, I have a lot of stacked 1-2s here, so there's really no other way to explain this structure here. So this is really bullish at the very moment. We can see the similar structure here in 1 hour that we have had correcting something here, but what that is, I'm not quite sure. Now, this structure did come a bit deeper than expected. And did this actually touch this? Yes, it did. That is pretty odd. That is pretty odd. So it could be that we have third, fourth here. But there's no divergence here on at least this high. We do have it on 15 minutes. So we could actually be looking at something like this now, where we would have a shorter 3, 4, 5 here. That is definitely one possibility, just because we do have that overlap, which is not allowed for the first and third wave. So I think we would have to play it like this at the moment. Let's take a look at the expected retrace here. We are really deeply retraced here. That is interesting. It's a bit different than the other ones, other indices. Nuclear. Let's pull this trend line like so. We do have a couple of different touches here on the trend line. Let me set an alarm as well. So RSI, this is 15 min. Dow. Broken. I have it completely different. That's why. There we go. I need to fix the other alarm. It is based off of my open interest, which is not even working here on this chart. But yeah, not quite sure if the wave 4 is done here. It is quite deep already, so just because of that, I could be saying that it is done. We got to around this area where we have support for it, so yeah, it is a good place, or would have been a good place to buy yesterday. Yeah, that's pretty much all on Dow. Let's take a look at the Russell 2K. It's been lagging for some reason, this Russell 2K chart for me. And here's the possibilities. 1, 2, looking for the third wave or the C wave. A, B, C, also possible. 1.618 is not close yet, so there is possibility that this is just a corrective structure. It is definitely not very similar to the other indexes on indices, where we have a possible A waves like here, then we would have an expanded flat here, and getting to the C wave, so A, B and C. Instead here we don't have a lower low here. Okay, so that is a bit different looking structure here. Let's move these over a bit, as wave 4 did not, well, it did get to the target. This is pretty much almost the same, but again here compared to the previous one Dow, we did not break this previous possible third wave on the substructure, so we can still have this as fourth wave. Here we would be again expecting way more high highs on the future. Again, similar structure here. We have corrected something. Is that enough? I'm not quite sure yet. This one, however, did break this same trend line here on 15 minute that we had on Dow, where we had possibility to pull it here. I guess we have to pull it here as well, but it is not as clear as on Dow. So, but yeah, but again, can we end it here? It is looking really strong though. We have bullish divergence here. bullish divergence here, bullish divergence here, so many bullish divergences here on 15 minutes. So basically all of these lows have made a bullish divergence, giving us some signals that they should be ending, at least for a part-time correction, and then coming down possibly once more. But yeah, that is pretty much everything on Russell 2000 and all the indices on US markets. Let me know if you have some other counter or ideas regarding these. And yeah, link to my Discord server in the description below. If you want to request an update for another asset, let me know as well in the comments below. But again, thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Bye bye.